Hey everyone, it's Eddie here from the Entrepreneur Drummer, and today I want to talk to you about burning out and how to avoid burning out so you can keep consistently working towards your goals without any interruption. In very simple terms, burnout is when you're overworked over a long period of time, and this causes you to then hit some kind of mental brick wall. This brick wall basically reduces you down to a sofa, to sat in front of a computer playing video games with a lack of motivation, and you just stop doing anything towards reaching your goals. At this point, you're usually waiting for motivation to kick in to then get you restarted again. But the thing is, motivation doesn't really exist, and you can't rely on temporary motivation to keep working towards your goals. That is why preventing burnout is so important, because you need to be able to consistently keep working at your goals for a long period of time without the need for motivation. The thing is, you can't control motivation. One day you might feel motivated, one day you might not, but the thing is, you will never always feel motivated. You'll never always feel like you want to get up early and start working towards your goals. And that is why being in the best frame of mind and avoiding burnout is going to be your best bet for staying on track and keep grinding towards your goals. So burnout is usually caused by overworking yourself over a long period of time. It can be through a lack of sleep, through bad health, so that's a poor diet or lack of exercise, and also just lack of you time. When you're spending so much time, like I know this myself because I'm exactly the same, when you're spending so much time grinding and working towards your goals, you need that bit of you time, because if not, you do eventually drive yourself a bit insane with it all. It's hard to give yourself time off sometimes when you're striving towards a career that you actually enjoy doing, because you can kind of trick yourself into thinking that you're doing your hobby, where in fact you are still working, but because you enjoy working essentially from grinding towards your goals, it can be hard to give yourself some time off. So it's important to still, even if you do enjoy what you do as your job, you do enjoy grinding, you still give yourself some time off to allow your body to refresh itself. All these reasons for burning out often come like a domino effect. So first off, you may be overworked, so then you get a lack of sleep. This lack of sleep makes you feel a bit crappy, so you start, maybe not eating right. You feel tired, so you want to eat junk food all the time. And it's like a chain reaction from there. It's a vicious cycle, and eventually it's inevitable that you will be burning out. The potential downfalls of burning out can be very severe and can cause a detrimental effect to you reaching your goals as a drummer. The first thing that I will essentially do is stop you from making progress in your business. You'll stop doing the things that you used to do on the day-to-day basis that were driving your business forward, and you'll most likely be laid in bed, you'll be on your phone, and you'll be making no progress whatsoever. Because building an online business takes consistency over a long period of time, not only will you not be making any progress anymore, but you'll be damaging the progress that you've already made. This is because that consistency has now been broken. All the time previously that you've been posting every day, that you've been releasing content every week, and so on, that has now been broken, and that consistency has gone out the window, which means then getting started again could be harder than even starting all over again. Once you're in this place where you've stopped making progress and you know that you've stopped making progress, the worst place to be in is where you'll start beating yourself up because you feel like a failure because you've stopped doing what you need to do to succeed. This then goes around like a vicious cycle, which means that you do even less, which means that you get even worse, and then you feel even worse again, and it keeps going round and round and round. This is honestly a horrible place to be in, and I have been in this place before in the past. However, since the start of drum audio editing and the Entrepreneur Drummer, I've not yet found myself in this place because I've been following some strict guidelines that I want to teach you now. The first way for you to avoid burning out would be to set yourself daily boundaries to not work outside of. This means, for example, you'll set yourself 9 o'clock in the morning where you're going to start working on your business, where you'll start responding to emails, where you'll start replying to people on social media, and you do all that good stuff throughout the day. And then you want to set yourself a time, perhaps in the evening, perhaps at night, where you stop responding to messages and you stop working on your business, you put your drumsticks down and you just have you time. This does a couple of really important things. One of the worst things that you can do is to have your business or your work being the first and the last thing on your mind every day. If it's the first and the last thing on your mind every day, then you're going to be thinking about it when you sleep, which means you're having no mental break off your work essentially. Short term, this might be okay, but over a long period of time, this will kind of drive you a bit insane and will definitely contribute towards burning out. The second thing that this does is play down client expectations. If you respond to clients at stupid hours in the morning, then they're always going to expect that. So say if they try to get in touch with you at 2 a.m. one night and then you don't respond to them, then they're going to think bad of you for that. So not only will this improve your chances of not burning out, but it's also going to give your clients more realistic expectations of you when they contact you online. This will take time, and I still personally struggle with this because if I know that I've been messaged and someone's asked me a question, I find it really difficult to put it to the back of my head and not think about it. Every part of me just wants to respond there and then, and it can be quite difficult to kind of turn off. So the best thing to do is to just not look at your social media, say after 5 p.m. or whenever your cut-off period is, to avoid seeing that message and then wanting to respond to it. I'd personally give yourself no more than 10 to maybe 12 at the very most hours a day of working on your business. At least at 12 hours a day, you can give yourself 2 hours either side to chill out and to have you time before you get 8 hours sleep. More ideally though, I'd aim for between 8 to 10 hours of working on your business a day. This second way to prevent burnout may seem like I'm teaching you how to suck eggs, however, I do think it's really important that you eat well and then you get exercise daily. I personally find that I have never felt better when I get up in the morning and I do some form of exercise first thing. It makes you feel more energized than anything and it keeps you motivated and gives you a great start to the day. When you exercise, that releases chemicals in your body that puts you in a great frame of mind and then will set you up nicely for the day to keep grinding. What you put in your body gives you the energy to do what you do on a day-to-day basis. So if you're putting shit and fast food in your body every day, then that's not going to give you a great amount of energy to be productive and to do what you need to do. Of course, you've got to enjoy yourself, you've got to go out with friends. That's all a part of preventing burnout as well. However, you do want to make sure that the majority of your diet is good and that you're eating well, because if you eat well and you're putting good food into your body, that's going to make sure that your output is also good and productive as well. The third way to prevent burnout is to give yourself a day off a week to completely recharge, and that is a complete day off without thinking, without doing anything to do with your business or with drumming. It can be very easy to think that to be successful you need to work every single day, and having one day off a week is going to be wasted hours where you're going to be halting your progress. Honestly, if you give yourself 7 days a week of work without a break, then them 7 days are going to be dragging, they're going to be tired hours, and they're probably not going to be productive hours either, because you're constantly at it and your body is not getting a break. So in theory, giving yourself a day off to recharge then makes the other 6 days more productive, which means that in hindsight, having 1 day off a week is going to be more productive than having no days off. In this day off, I would not reply to emails, not reply to social media messages. I wouldn't do any kind of projects for people. I'll just do what I want to do, whether that's play video games, whether that's just chill out with family or friends. Do what you need to do to completely switch your mind off your business for a day. When your day off is over, you'll feel more ready than ever to get stuck in and start working towards your business again. My last tip for you to avoid burnout would be to stay well rested and get plenty of sleep. Once again, it's a very simple tip, almost like a general life tip really, but 12 hours of tired, unrested work is less productive than 8 hours of solid work after you've had a good amount of sleep. Try aim for around 8 hours sleep a day to make sure that your body is well rested, and make sure that you're not working on your business 1 or 2 hours before you go to bed. This makes your brain less likely to switch off, which means you're going to be tossing and turning for most of the night and you're not going to get a good, full, solid 8 hours sleep. If you keep getting good amounts of sleep, then you're going to feel energized and well rested in the morning, and you'll be more than ready to tackle on the day and to start working and do what you do. So these are my 4 personal tips that I religiously try to stick to now to avoid burning out. And so far, since early this year, everything's been great, and it's been the longest I've personally ever been without burning out. If any of you guys have more tips about avoiding burning out, then please comment them below for everyone to see, because we're all in this together and we all need to help each other to get where we want to be and to achieve our goals. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and feel free to check out our free guide below, which you can download for free on our website. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.